course, France in 1789 has its political revolution, but what is very interesting is that people go into that revolution in 1789, and you only have to read the accounts of the time, smiling, laughing, joking. It's a wonderful, progressive moment. Everyone's egalitarian, freedom, equality, all the rest of it. But that smile, which seemed just to be emerging then as a new way, and a way that we can identify, it's very much our smile, a new way of conducting oneself in company, suddenly falls apart. And if you look at when we think about the 19th century, what do we think? We think men in dark black coats with very dignified looks, ladies maybe smiling, but rarely actually, before the end of the 19th century anyway, in portraits showing white teeth. There are some exceptions, but it doesn't really produce that transformation of behavior that it seemed to be doing at the end of the 18th century. Why? Well, there's a multiplicity of reasons that I look at in the book, but I guess in some ways I would say, and it's a very sad thing about the French Revolution, because the French Revolution brings us so much in Western culture which is so important and positive, but in a way politics becomes too serious to smile at in the revolution. The emergence of war against the rest of Europe, and then terror, obviously in 1793 to 4, produces a sort of set of behaviors where the open mouth seems to be threatening. One only thinks about some of the sort of horrible mutilations that take place at the time of the terror to see that the mouth is best kept shut. There's a sort of move away from the smile. People looking back at the smile of the 18th century say, well, it's an aristocratic gesture, sort of dolce vita of the late years of the old regime. Actually, I don't think that's true. I think it's a genuine democratic gesture before 1789, but sadly that democratic gesture falls away.